What is going on, my stock market bulls and bears? I'm your host, Terry Stonkers, and welcome to my channel, baby. Buy the dip. All right, guys, I got a banger for you in today's video, and we're talking about that ticker symbol JCS. And I want to put this out there. There's people now talking about it since we covered it, because we had to be one of the first channels to talk about that ticker symbol JCS and that special dividend of $3.50. We call it the 350 divvy. That's right. The 350 ditty or the 350 ditty, whatever you want to call it. Well, anyway, there's people out there covering it. Hey, more news, the better. Get the stock up in price. But I'm going to talk about something today on this stock that no one else is talking about. And if you're ready for that information, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and make sure you smash that bell notification so you get these hot updates. And we're going to talk about why JCS is getting a little bit more interesting just on top of the dividend. We're going to talk about that short interest, and I got some numbers for you that's going to be a little interesting, let's say the least. So, hope you're all ready for today's video. If you are, smash thumbs up, and baby, let's go. So as you can see here, JCS is hanging over $10 right now. If you were in the Patreon group, we got the alert on this in the $8 range, $7, $8 range. So there's a lot of Patreons in my group that had this at a lower price than this. We're already up pretty good. We're up like 20, 30% on this deal. So pretty good look there. Real quick, I was in here looking and I'm like, looking at this information. And I had to create a spreadsheet because I'm looking at the shares outstanding versus the institutional shares. So ownership accumulation scores is 69.3. We're not really worried about that right now, but let's go look at the short interest. I was looking at this and I'm like, how are we number 15 on the short squeeze score? And I'm like, how's that even possible, guys? So I looked at the short interest. It's only 179,000 shares. It's only a 2% short of float. If we're only short interest percent of float is 2.73%, how are we ranked number 15? So we're a 91.14 out of a score of 100. Look at this. 0 shares left to short or borrow. Updated 29 minutes ago. Check this out. If they want to short the stock, borrow the stock, lend the stock, it's going to cost them 24.05% for anyone new entering. So over 24%, guys. We love seeing that. And look at this. Every day that the stock is out, look at the FINRA volume this one day. If this stock can get volume, this has room to run. But we just don't got volume. Look at this. This day they shorted over 98 short volume ratio on it. 50%, 61%, even just today is 56%, but we're only trading at a FINRA total volume of 357,000 shares. So, going here to my chart, this is interesting. The total shares outstanding for JCS, according to Fintel, which is, as you can see here, Source Capital IQ, the total outstanding share, guys, we cover Meta on this channel. There's 280 million shares outstanding on Meta Materials, ticker symbol MMAT. On JCS, the total shares outstanding is 9.4 million. Like, I know, right? Like, what? Like, you're talking, this is 9.5 million shares outstanding? And this says that the institutional shares is over 6 million. It says it's 64.19% right here, the institutional shares. So I put here, the big totes, which is the institutional buyers, hold 6,078,634 shares of the stock, which represents about 64.19%. So if you do the math, we take the total of the total shares that are in the float, the total shares, 9.4 million, subtract that number off of the institutional ownership, leaves us with only 3,391,790 shares to be traded on the open market, because there's just not much left behind. As you see here, I went in and did it. The total percent left is 35.81% on the open market. Now, if this stock could get some volume. That's why this stock at only 2% short interest is ranked number 15. It makes sense. It's a super low float stock. And out of the 3.3 million, let's just say 3.4 million shares that's remaining out there, 2% is a big deal. And that's why it's ranked number 15. It has to be it. Because I was sitting there scratching the head like, why is this ranked number 15 on the short squeeze score list? And we figured it out, guys. That is the answer. It's held by institutions, and there's not much left traded on the open market. So these shorts that are in here shorting this out, you can see, they will get burnt if this thing gets volume. We get volume on this bad boy, I have a good feeling that this is going to go to the moon. Now, anyway, I want to give you the key important dates. As you can see here, they declared a special dividend of $3.50 per share payable on October the 15th, and the CSI shareholders record at the close of the business on September the 30th. And it says the aggregated amount of the special dividend is approximately $34 million to be funded from the net proceeds of the sale of the CSI's transition networks and net-to-edge business. So keep that in mind, guys. October 15th, we'll get the dividend of $3.50, and the close of the business September 30th, which September 30th is a Thursday, so you would need to hold this through Friday the 1st, and then boom, you will get the $3.50 dividend. All right, guys, so hope you all enjoyed my little theory of this JCS story. I'm still holding through. I'm going to see what the stock price does. I plan on holding through the dividend, but if this thing goes kind of parabolic, I'll have to decide, because the average share price on this, I covered this in my last video on JCS. As you see, this thing was easily holding $6 and $7. So it was holding pretty strong at $6.80, almost $7 before the dividend announcement, and then it's kind of mooned up ever since. So right now you're kind of at a break even in a sense, because this stock was hanging around $7 back in June, and even back in May it was $6.40, $6.50. So even if it sells off afterwards, I think you could be doing good at this 10.10 price, because let's say it sells back to what it was. There's going to be a huge sell-off after probably the dividend gets paid out. So probably you're going to see people selling pre-market on the 1st, because you got to hold through the 30th business day. I don't know if people want to risk doing that T1, T2 stuff. People was commenting saying they called their brokerage, and it doesn't look like it's going to be possible. But they're just telling you that because they don't want you to lose out on the dividend. So it's all up to you in risking it. Comment below, what is your plan? Are you going to sell it on the 28th or 29th and risk it on the T2 or T1? I don't think I am. I'm probably going to hold it through the 30th. I'll probably get a big drop, but I want to get that $3.50 dividend. But like I said, that all can change, man. Price goes up $15, $20. I probably would sell out and take profits, but we'll see. The short squeeze score has me very interesting now. Interested in this stock even more than the dividend because of that low float percent. And here's that chart one last time if you want to take a look at it. Yeah, only 35% of the free float is left in my calculations. If I'm wrong, please comment down below. I don't want to be passing out false information, but I'm just going off what the Fintel is telling me. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash a thumbs up. Check out the links down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.